What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Yes, we're back again with my 1957 Chevy Belair. It's new to me, okay, and I got some things that I want to get done to it, so I'm bringing you guys along. Hope you're going to enjoy this video. Let's jump into it and see what we're up against today. So you saw the thumbnail, and I gotta know, what do you think of the new wheels? One thing that I just realized I made a mistake on is I did not verify that the front and the rear are the same bolt pattern. I hope that they are, because I just got through spending $2,500 on 5 new wheels and tires from Tire Rack. All right, here's what they look like. These are 15-inch wheels, so they are 1 inch bigger. And I'm going to show you the difference in size here. Take a look. Look at the difference in size from the new tires versus the old one. I mean, these are considerably bigger, guys. The rims are 15s, and the tires that I went with are BF Goodrich radial TAs. I use these on just about everything. They are 215/70 15s. What's on it now is 205/70 14. So my speedometer is off by 15 miles an hour. So when I went big, I went way big to try to compensate for that speedometer being 15 miles an hour. So my thought process is these should bring the speedometer. I think these are going to bring my speedometer back within, well, probably within 5 miles an hour is my guess. American Racing wheels, I think they look nice. They were worth the money. I bought 5 of them so that I can put one in the trunk and have a matching spare. So that is one of my goals in today's video, on top of putting this trunk liner in my trunk so that it's not just a bare trunk anymore. I bought this trunk liner right here. Nice rubberized heavy duty mat. I mean, this is a nice mat right here. It's got the cutout for the spare tire. And also, I probably won't do any filming of this. This is one of those kind of time-consuming, tedious tasks that nobody's really interested in watching. Weather stripping and adhesive. My door seal leaks on this side significantly. Recently had some bad weather, and I found out that this seal leaks, that seal leaks, these J seals down here also leak. They go all the way back. They come up. And right here, you can see the silicone. You're not supposed to use silicone on this. There's actually the 3M black adhesive is what you're really supposed to use. Silicone's not the proper stuff to hold seals in place. Also, the windshield gasket leaks just a little bit. Not bad. It's manageable, but it does leak just a little bit. So I'll probably end up getting the front and rear windows resealed at some point. Next, we have, I accidentally bought 2 of these, the flasher module for LEDs. We have LED tail lights, both of them. LED front parking / turn signal lights, both of them. And Holly. Holly. The Retro Bright High Performance LED headlights. Let's see if I can open this up and show you guys what we're working with in here. Basically, they're supposed to mimic the look of the old school headlights. They're plastic, but man, can I just get this out of here? Golly, why is everything got to be so complicated? These are plug and play, guys. You take out your old headlights, which should be super simple, and you plug these in. And just for comparison, here's what the old ones look like, and there's the new one. I mean, I don't think they really look much different at all, except that these are LED with a nice little plug and play plug on the back. So yeah, that's the goal today. Headlights, parking lights, tail lights, flasher module because I don't have turn signals, getting some weather stripping installed, maybe not all of it, but at least on the doors and on and under the hood, and wheels and tires. So why don't I get my jack out and let's get this thing up in the air, put some jack stands under it, and let's see if these new wheels are going to fit, because I'm terribly concerned that rear axle is not factory. That's not factory, and it's got front disc brakes, so there could potentially be a mismatch between the front and the rear wheels. I couldn't wait. I got so excited for the new wheels. I want you guys to tell me your honest opinion. And I know white letters out are going to get people all upset, right? A lot of people do not want white letters out. That's just my style though, guys. That's how I like it. So what do you think? The original 14s or those new ones? Now it's going to look even better when we lower down and get that wheel tucked up. This set of wheels and tires here is going to fill up so much more of that wheel arch. It's going to look phenomenal. So here you go, before and after. You guys tell me. I couldn't wait. No, it's not on jack stands. I'm going to throw some lugs on it. I'm going to drop it down, and we're going to see what it looks like once it's on the ground. So this is probably going to be the biggest change to this car in this video. Now, I don't want to understate how important the LED lights are, and believe it or not, they are important for safety reasons, but you're not going to see the same kind of difference as you're seeing between those old wheels and these new wheels. These totally fill up those wheel arches, man. They look so good. In my opinion, like I said, I know some of you are not going to like the white letters, but there it is, guys. Let's take you over to the other side so you can, one more time, just see what it was. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I think they looked all right, but it sure don't look anything like this over here. That chrome, man, this car really just kind of demands chrome. It's too bright. The car is so bright, it needs chrome. I think it came out looking phenomenal. Obviously, I still got to change the other two wheels and tires out, and then we're going to start working on changing out these lights. I'll probably start with the headlights first. Obviously, brighter headlights, safer, easier to see at night, and same thing with brighter lights, you know, brighter turn signals, brighter brake lights. These things are going to help people see me. The car still has no seat belts, so visibility is of the utmost importance. All right, guys, what do you think? I think it just looks right. I do. I had a lot of you recommend these particular wheels to me, and I was already on top of it, guys. I already knew. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that the spare tire, I put the new mat in the trunk, and it looks great. That new mat looks so nice back there. The only problem is that new spare tire, it doesn't fit in the old school tire well. So the options are take that one out and just leave it here and put the other spare, which I mean would work in an emergency, right? Or leave this one sitting back here like it is. Unfortunately, when you put it back there, it does take up a considerable amount of room, and then it leaves that whole spare tire well wide open, and it kind of looks pointless. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You guys help me out. Do I need to just leave that wheel where it is? I mean, I think it looks good. There's still enough room back there for groceries or a couple suitcases or whatever. Or should we take it out, keep it as a backup, and throw the original? This is the original wheel. All right. It even has a Sears branded tire. It says Sears Allstate 205-14. I don't know if you can see it. 205-14. There's not even like a 205-70 or a 205-75. Just 205-14. Take a look at the tread pattern on this. Wow. That's an old tire. I don't know how far I would trust this tire. Plus, it's flat. I think the car just looks better overall with the new tires back there. I do need to adjust my wheel bearings. I did a little suspension test while I had each side up in the air, and I've got a idler arm on this side is a little loose. Nothing too major, nothing sketchy, but a tad bit loose on the idler arm. Both front wheel bearings do need to be tightened down just a hair, but ball joints, tie rods, everything seems to be good on the front end. I think it looks good, guys. A lot of you really hated these wheels. I thought they looked all right, and that's all right at best. They looked okay, but now I think it just looks so much better. So my goal is, it is already getting late. 7:30. There's a movie that starts at 9:55. It takes me an hour to get home. I really wanted to pick my fiance up and surprise her with a movie tonight. So what I want to do now is get these headlight bezels off, take out these turn signal covers, and let's start putting the LED kit in here so we can hopefully get this thing wrapped up for tonight. I love the look of the old school lights, though. I think they look really good, but I do think the new ones are going to look a little better. We're about to find out. A couple Phillips screws, take those out, and then I don't know what all is involved with pulling the headlights out, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, guys. You ready? I'm ready to try out these new LEDs. All right, so we're starting. This is the easy one, guys. There's nothing to this. but I plugged it in. I'm trying to figure out how to get these headlights out. I got the trim, the bezel off, but I can't get the trim ring that holds the headlight in. I can't figure out how to get it off. So I may have to actually do a little research and figure this out. Let's turn it on, and let's just see what a difference, if any. Hopefully it still works. Oh, nice. It's amber instead of clear. So this'll fold up into the pocket here like this. Come on. You just kind of work it in there. There, that's how that's going to go. Take a look at that versus that. That is going to look, I think that looks so good, guys. I'm happy with that. Now, if I could just figure out how to get the headlights out. All right, you guys ready to see the difference? Let's take a look. I've got that side done so we can contrast and compare to the originals. All right, moment of truth. What do you guys think? Big difference between the LED lights and these other ones. Look how dim this light is compared to this one. Wow. Oh my gosh. Those are dims. Same thing here. Look at that. And then move over here. Much better. At least that's my opinion anyway. Yours may vary, and that's fine. Here's the thing though. Here's what I like. Number one, greater visibility for me seeing down the road and people also seeing me with the brighter lights. Also, this is another big deal. You're not drawing as much current from these little LEDs down here and these LED headlights. Not even close to the kind of current that you're pulling from these old school incandescent lights. So, plus, we still have the rears to do as well, and we got to install that flasher module. I'm curious if I hit the brights, will it? Oh yeah, they work. That makes me so happy, and it'll be great to have turn signals in this thing. I'm telling you, turn signals are something I've really been missing on this car. So yeah, you get a lot of benefits with LEDs, you know? Oh, here's something else I wanted to show you guys. Take a look up there. Modern fuses, guys. Yeah, how about that, right? This should be the fuse, the flasher module that we're gonna have to replace. So might as well go ahead and pull that out now, get it prepared. I'm gonna go ahead and finish swapping out the rest of the light bulbs. And then hopefully when we're done, we got brighter lights and with any luck, working turn signals. All right, guys. Are you ready? I got her buttoned back up. I still got to do the rears. I'm not overly concerned with those. Those are already LED, but they're a much older version of LED. I got the turn signals hooked up and everything, guys. So let's go ahead and turn on those headlights. Guys, I think this car looks, it still has that beautiful retro look, but in my opinion, all of these lights gave it a more modern look as well. It's like, to me, it's the perfect combination of retro and modern. The wheels modernized it. The white letter tires, these like super bright LED headlights and turn signals. In my opinion, and those are the dims. Golly. We'll go take you around to the back real quick. I still have to put the new LEDs in the back. I'll probably get to that here in just a minute. I'm going to do that in this video, but there you go. Now, the test, turn signals, right? Here we go. And left turn signal. Let's take a look. Look at that, I have turn signals. Guys, you take this stuff for granted until you don't have it. Kind of like air conditioning, you know what I mean? Look at that. I guess I really don't need to change the back ones. They work fine, but I bought them, so I might as well. Even the little flasher in here works. You can hear it click. Let's try the right turn signal. Verify that it works. I'm so happy. Oh, she looks so dang good. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about. A couple minor modifications have really changed the way this thing looks Look at those brights. Oh. Let's not get demonetized, shall we? Okay. I'm exceptionally happy with where we are right now. It is now 8:19, so I got to make a decision. Am I going to continue working, or am I going to try to get out of here and see if we can make the movie? All right, so now the boring stuff that I decided to do without you guys, because let's face it, installing rubber gaskets, not exactly the most fun. These are from Steel Rubber Products. Of course, not sponsored. I paid for all this stuff. We're using some 3M auto adhesive. This stuff right here is really good stuff. I'm not doing them all tonight, guys. Mainly what I'm trying to do, for whatever reason, Oklahoma's been getting a lot of rain amidst this crazy heat wave that we're in. And this door just leaks profusely. So I took off all the old stuff, and here it is. Here it is right here. It was just, somebody had siliconed. Come on, focus. Someone had used silicone on this. They were literally siliconing this thing to the bottom of the door. They had it installed improperly. Silicone is not what you're supposed to use to hold this stuff. The stuff that I'm using is what we're supposed to use. And if you'll take a look up here, you'll see that I've got a nice little bead running along the bottom of the door here. This is it. It's called Loctite 495 Instant Adhesive. And when you cut your weather stripping to fit down here, you take this, you put just a little bit of it on the pieces that you cut, and then you push them together, hold them together, and you're done. I got to let this 3M adhesive tack up for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so. Once it gets nice and tacky, I'll put it on. But you can see I got my new weather stripping on. I need to push it in a couple more places. But for the most part, it is installed. And also, to help things out just a little bit, what I did is I moved the striker in. I mean, just a hair. Maybe a quarter of an inch tops. Not very far, but enough that it should help suck this door frame in a little bit, because it was sticking out just far enough. So hopefully with all of this done, with any luck, this door won't leak anymore, because this is where the bulk of my water leaks have been coming from. All right, well, guys, I think I'm about done for the day. I already took it out and I verified the speedometer. Speedometer is right on the money. I can't believe it. Like, the speedometer is exactly correct, just like it's supposed to be. I took it outside, I cleaned off the blue letters and tried to make them a little bit more white. They still have a little bit of a blue tint to them, but I'm sure over time that will go away. It rides great. It looks great. Man, just take a step back and look at it about right here. Now, I had a lot of you saying, do not tint the windows, but I'm here to tell you, man, I think tinted windows are going to make this thing look really tough. I do. I think tinted windows are going to look so good on this car. And with air conditioning, I think I'm probably going to want some tinted windows, guys. It doesn't really matter what angle you look at this car. It is just mean. Those Holley LED headlights, that changed the game, man. That changed the game. I've got the new door seal fully installed, glued, and ready to go on the passenger side door. She sounds good. Man, it just looks so tough now. So here's the new door seal. I've got it all the way on. I need to replace this J seal. You can see it's kind of coming apart. I've got all the new seals. I'm just out of time tonight, guys. I'm out of time. But this door, like I said, I adjusted it a little bit, adjusted it inward, installed a brand new seal, and it looks like it's holding just fine. Door still closes like it's supposed to. No issues, guys. So I feel like this was all relatively simple stuff, but at the end of the day, I think it's these simple things that just made a huge difference on this car. I think here very shortly, I'm going to take it and get the windows tinted. I'm going to do ceramic tint, and here's my idea. I want to go relatively dark around the entire car, all the windows relatively dark. But then on the front window, I'm going to get it tinted too, but I'm going to do all the windows with ceramic window tint, right? But the front one I want to do relatively clear. I don't want to tint it to where it's dark and illegal, but I want to have that ceramic, whatever the lightest shade of ceramic is that I can put on that windshield to protect the car from heat. I want that installed on the windshield, and then dark all the way around. I think if you look at it and you picture it with dark tinted windows, the way it's looking right now, man, this car's hot. this car is smoking hot. I am working on trying to get a sponsorship or two together with a couple of serpentine companies that deal with those serpentine mount systems for the engine and also for the air conditioning. We'll see how that goes. If not, no big deal. I'll just go out and I'll buy the stuff myself. Not a problem. But if we can get a sponsorship, that'd be a whole lot better, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm in love with this car. So many of you have said I shouldn't have got rid of the Monte Carlo. The Monte Carlo was the better car. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. I had several people looking under the hood of this car, and they told me that this is a 300 horsepower, if it's stock anyway. If it's a stock motor, and we know that it was rebuilt along with the transmission, but if it's stock, it's a 300 horsepower. I think it's a 327 with a large journal crank because it has a balancer and a center bolt on it. Of course, you got those ram horn exhaust manifolds that are like some of the best ever made, some of the best flowing manifolds, exhaust manifolds ever made by Chevy. You've got the double hump heads. It's actually a stout car. Still got to work on getting the kick down cable. I tried to adjust it, but it seems like the cable's sticking. There ain't going to be much I can do about that right now. So for me, I think this is a day well spent, a job well done, and I'll come back off video. I'm not going to bore you guys with installing trunk weather stripping, the other door, J weather strips, and the hood. It's not that big a deal, guys. Again, before we get out of here, help me figure out, should we throw this in the factory spot in the trunk, or should we leave this matching? I think we need to leave the matching chrome rims so that if I have a flat on power tour or something, it's not a big deal. You know, I just pop it out, throw it on, and the car will look perfectly normal. Drop your comments below, tell me what you guys think. And yes, I still have the Dodge Viper. I've had about 1 million people asking me if I still have the Dodge Viper. Yes, it is still here. It is not up for sale yet. I do have the new Bellinger headers and the whole new high flow catback exhaust, all that stuff. I've got it all sitting right here, guys. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet or sending it out to be done. So if anybody's interested in this, I can sell this one. I'm looking for about $42,000 out of it. And if you're real nice, for $42,000, I'll include the $4,200 and some headers and exhaust system. I'm willing to do that. But otherwise, I'm gonna hold on to the car. I'm not in a hurry to sell it. I don't need to sell it. It can sit here, and who knows, maybe I'll come out here in a day or two and swap out the 57 for the, I don't know about that. The 57 for the Viper. Viper's got air conditioning. I think the 57 just looks so much better. With that, I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.